team. He's a real that block.
Defensive foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yao Ming at the line for one.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And I don't think I need to tell you what makes Yao Ming special. With his size, the sky is literally the limit for this young man.
Timeout called the Celtics. For the Knicks, Sabonis, he's checked in for Wallace. And Pippen subbed in for Bryant. Knicks on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Jackson passes to Augustus. He'll be with it. Just 5 on the clock. And the wing jumper offline. For New York, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pippen against Bibby. The kick out to tonight. And some changes here for the Celtics. Laettner's checked in for Augustus. And Smith subbed in for Jason Kidd.
Substitution on the court.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Heinrich's checked in. Now, here is Bibby. No scoring in this one. Fires the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Sabonis' shot is off. And Weber's got the ball here for Boston. They trail by 9 points. It's tipped. Sabonis with the steal. Heinrich outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Heinrich. Pass to Yao. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Yao's got the liddy and converts the layup. Smith's got his second bucket.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Jackson against Johnson. Over Jackson. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Kidd. And here is Marion. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's sent back.
On the lob, placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Kidd. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. To the inside. Howard finds Pippen. Poked away. Johnson in the corner. Pocket 6. Beyond the arc. Rebound Boston. Marion's got 4 rebounds in this game. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Pippen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Pippen doing what he can to draw the contact while in the act of shooting. That's just a good veteran move there.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
And here's Pippen following the three-pointer by Jason Kidd. Sabonis' screen on Murray. Pippen with the wide open look. New York, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 11. Left side Kidd. Pass to Bibby. Fades. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And Williams is a baller. He's an exciting player to watch. Fantastic passer and shooter.
That's good from Williams. And some changes here for the Celtics. Ilgauskas is checked in for Leighton. Weber comes in for Joe Smith. And it's Jackson in for Jason Kidd. And a switcher also for New York. Johnson's checked in. Now, here is Bibby. Outside Jackson. Weber inside. He's guarded by Johnson.
And this is what makes Weber special. His ability to take over on offense.
Sabonis kicks to Johnson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Ilgauskas a screen on Williams. Bibby against Williams. Bibby dishes to Jackson. Over Kobe. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Steven Jackson.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Now here's Williams. Howard, the pass to Kobe. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jackson.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the knee.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kidd's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Yao. He's checked in for Howard. Wallace comes in for Sabonis. And Kirilenko's subbed in for Johnson. The Celtics call time. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thanks, David. And good that time.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Now Williams. Pass to Kirilenko. Outside Williams. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston. 1:53 left in the game. Here's Kidd. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
It's amazing how many ways Kidd sparks their offense.
A free throw drops for Kidd. Both free throws good from Kidd.
Kidd, such a great two-way threat who makes everybody around him better. What a player.
The Knicks leading by 10. .139 left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. And stolen by Ilgauskas. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on him.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Bryant hits them both. Here's Kidd. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Weber. Back to Kidd. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. 4 on the clock. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Now here is Kirilenko from downtown. Rebounded by Jackson. Over Williams. He trains the quick shot. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kirilenko kicks to Williams. Bryant on the wing.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. At this time of the season, some surprise contenders for sure starting to emerge.
And, you know, for those teams, this is when the real work begins. You can fly under the radar for a little while, but now your opponents know not to take you lightly, and that you have to prove.
Now here's Nowitzki over Martin. And it falls over the rim and in.
Nice play by Nowitzki off the pick and roll right there. Was able to work through the coverage and open things up for himself and his team.
Here is Hill. Pass to Marbury. It's back to Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Gilbert Arenas.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Outside Arenas. This one for 3. Mirazan the rebound. Chicago with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Arenas against Hill. Down low. Here's Terry. And Marbury pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Odom. Battier with the steal. And there's Gilbert Arenas on the assist by Battier.
Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Here's Chicago. Here's Marbury. Pass to Hill. Here's Marbury. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hill passes to Mirazan. Good on the bucket. Here's Arenas. Inside, here's Terry. It's all in by the Bulls. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Just an amazing game when they met them last time out. Talk about a photo finish.
Yeah, really. And when we say every point counts, we mean it. I mean, that game came down to who made their free throws.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. A 3 ball. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Marbury. Outside Odom. Pass to Mirazan. 6 to shoot. Outside Odom. Launches a 3. The shot misses. Bucks trail by 3. Arenas kicks to Nowitzki. Battier outside. Lets it go with the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
And Battier, a consistent threat from deep, has a great stroke from the outside.
Pass to Martin. Here's Marbury. Still yet to score. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Chicago making some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Martin, and it's Richardson in for Lamar Odom. The Bucks also changing it up. Michael Redd's checked in for Battier, and it's Artest in for Gilbert Arenas. Now here's Nowitzki. Outside Artest. Launches it. Jason Richardson pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Hill. Here's Mirazan. The kick out to Hill. Another shot. Now here's Richardson. Hill, a screen on Artest. Hill up top. Here's Marbury. It's back to Hill. And Hill has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Tries it again. And it's good on the way in.
Inside, Hill can be a problem finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
And it's Terry with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So both teams making some changes here. .51 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Artest. Back to Red. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
And here's Arenas outside. Arenas can't get that one to fall. The Bulls leading by 7. Reeves the pass to Hardaway. Reeves with the screen for Hardaway. Pass to Richardson. Here's Reeves. 4 on the shot clock.
About him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Richardson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now, here is Artest after the miss from Martin. And here's Arenas outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. Arenas has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Richardson. Outside Martin. And here's Richardson. It's up a 3. Traps in the tray. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Great confidence off the catch. One of the reasons why Richardson is a go-to scorer.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 10 points for Gilbert Arenas. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Richardson outside. Stolen by Artest. Fast break, Milwaukee. From outside the arc. Red misses. Now Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Martin. Now Finley. On the wing, Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Finley. That one, no good. Great D that time from Artest. Michael Reddit's on the wing. He's guarded by Finley. Arenas passes to Wang. Now, here is Red. Now, Artest. Richardson covering. Here's Arenas. Kenyon Martin grabs the board. Chicago leading by 4. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Martin. Pass to Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Wang pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Hardaway against Arenas. Michael Redd on the wing. Back to Arenas. There's the triple. That one misses. It's his fifth miss. He's made 4 baskets. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Finley, guarded by Redd. Outside Martin. Reeves right side. The Bulls with another miss. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Arenas. Outside Artest. They set the pick. It's deflected. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Hardaway against Redd. Finley. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Arenas. Over Richardson. Arenas misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Reeves with the screen on Redd. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
First free throw is good.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hands.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Warnings checked in for Wang. Nowitzki comes in for LaFrance. Shane Battier is checked in for Michael Redd. And it's Terry in for Artest. And both free throws good for Arenas. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Now here's Odom. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And that one falls for Odom.
You know, the versatility Odom offers is really hard to match up with. He's a fantastic ball handler and passer. For a big man, that separates his game.
Here's Terry. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Odom. Jason Terry picking up that last basket. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Marbury, and he uses the glass on the layup. Marbury's got 5 now. .41 seconds left to play in the first half. Terry the pass to Battier. Now here's Nowitzki. Warning a screen on Martin. Nowitzki. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Hill. With the fadeaway. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
And that'll do it for the first half and competitive game so far. It's Chicago. They're up by 5. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Look at Gilbert Arenas. What a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bulls leading by 5. Odom kicks to Martin. Hill against Arenas. There's the pick. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 5. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Battier. Terry setting the pick for Battier. Good on the 3-point shot. Battier's got 6.
And you can never have too many threes. That's an impact shot.
Here's Marbury. Terry covering. Here's Marbury. He has 5. They grab their own miss. Nowitzki looking around. And it's Terry at the elbow. Back to Nowitzki. Bucks passing it around. Arenas kicks to Terry. 6 on the shot clock. Battier cannot hit. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To Marbury. Here's Mirazon. Terry covering. They double him with Nowitzki. Mirazon misses.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Terry. Outside for Arenas. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Now Hill. He's got 8. And it's Mourning with the rebound. The Bucks trail. Battier dishes to Terry. for the lead. Mirazan the rebound. Mirazan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Odom. Misses the 3. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Battier. It's tipped.
And that's the big reason why Mirazan's out there, to change as many shots as he can. And with that frame and those long arms, he's not an easy man to contend with.
Now here is Hill. Driving the lane. Can they get it? To Marbury. Pocket 4. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. And now that's 11 points for Hill.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball, because that really will help his confidence.
On the wing, Arenas. He started by Hill. Mourning with the screen. It's Terry outside. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Battier against Odom. Pass to Hill. And he drives in. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Now here's Terry. Terry setting the pick for Arenas. And he's good on the 3-ball. Arenas has got 15.
And right now, the D has no answer.
The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Mirazan. To the paint. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And that was a strong pick by Martin.
And so it's Terry bringing it up for Milwaukee. Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Jason Richardson is checked in for Odom. The Bucks also with the sub. Artest is checked in. 1:51 left to play in the third. From deep, Arenas gets it to go from beyond the arc. Arenas has got 6 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And here are the Bulls now. Gilbert Arenas getting it to go from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Bucks trail by 6. Terry the pass to Mourning. Back to Terry. Pass to Mourning. Martin against Nowitzki. Just 5 on the clock. Over Martin. And it's Nowitzki missing.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
Richardson the pass to Marbury. Martin with it. Grant Hill on the wing. He's covered by Arenas. Hill has the open look. Rebounded by the Bucks. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over Hill. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dirk Nowitzki.
And I like how quickly Nowitzki makes decisions. I mean, when the defense is not on him, he shoots it with confidence off the dribble.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Hill, no good. Milwaukee has gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Terry looking over the floor. Nowitzki left side. Great D that time from Martin. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bulls lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Pass to Wang. Outside Artest. Terry outside. Battier outside. No good with the triple. The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Odom. Pass to Marbury. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Marbury's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Chicago.
A confident and fearless three-point shooter. Marbury not afraid at all to take the long-range shots.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Odom. Marbury passes to Richardson. Over to the wing. Reeves with the screen on Terry. Carberry, good.
Stephon Marbury can flat out fill it up. And right now, he's on track for a monster night.
The Bucks call time.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And they call an illegal screen here. The Bulls leading by 9. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And there's Reeves putting it right back in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Marbury. Terry covering. Clock at 6. Pass to Reeves. Over Red. Reeves can't hit. Bucks trail by 11. Red passes to Terry to stop the run. And it's Red, that time on the assist by Terry. Red's got his first 3 points of the game.
That lefty stroke of Reds, man, it might be, well, it is one of the best in the league.
The Bulls call timeout. Both teams changing it up here. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The tray. The shot by Odom, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Nowitzki a screen. Terry, that's a 2 with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside Hill. And And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Hill able to stretch the floor, making it tough on defenses to guard it.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago.
And so it's Terry bringing it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 9 points. Here's Nowitzki. Mirazan the rebound. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They set the pick. Here's Marbury. Offline with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Nowitzki. Takes a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirazan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Terry the pass to Battier. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Terry.
And that Terry jumper there, that's the shot capable of doing a lot of damage on the spot up or the pull up. Terry's got a great eye for that shot.
And Chicago has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here is Marbury. Terry covering, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jason Terry.
And that's why you work it inside. You put the defense in an uncomfortable position.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Terry. Lets it go with a three. He can't hit that time. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Marbury. Now Hill. Over Arenas. And the Bulls with another miss. Nowitzki finds Terry. Launches a three. Mirazan the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here's Marbury. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Nowitzki, good.
Oh, good vision from Terry. Able to find an open teammate there for the deuce.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Hill. Martin with a screen on Arenas. Hill up top. He's covered by Arenas. 4 on the clock. Martin with a screen on Arenas. Here's Hill. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Bulls lead by 10. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Bringing this matchup to you on Halloween. Clark, woo! Great night to watch some basketball, wouldn't you say?
Boo back. This will be a really fun atmosphere, Kevin, to play in for these teams tonight. And I was wondering if you were going to have your costume on. Looks like some of the fans are all decked out in theirs. Already showing signs. James has the potential, I think, to develop that catch-and-shoot jumper to where it's a lethal weapon.
Now, here's Livingston. Garnett with a screen on Nash. Here's Livingston. Plays it up off the glass.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Nash, the pass to Stojakovic. Outside, James. A floater, and Okafor with the block. Smith dishes to Garnett. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's McGrady. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Here's Nash. 8 points his last outing. Pass to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
That rim has a family.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Livingston kicks to McGrady. Back to Livingston. Okafor with a screen on Nash. 5 on the clock. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Nash's shot is off.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And here's Livingston. Back to Garnett.
Garnett's length is incredible. Makes him so hard to match up against.
Personal foul.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for 2, Kevin Garnett.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
On the wing, James. Over Smith. The step back jumper is good. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A shot James feels comfortable taking. He likes making use of that mid-range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Paul Pierce is checked in for Vlade Divac.
Paul Pierce.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Livingston looking for the opening. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Nash with it. Pass to James.
Just amazing.
Livingston passes to McGrady. Kicks it out to Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's LeBron, and they double up LeBron. 3-pointers to Stojakovic. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Garnett with it. Out Pierce defending. Garnett in the post. Pierce on him, and Garnett misses. Now here's Nash. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to LeBron. Back to Stojakovic. From deep LeBron. Rebound by the Hawks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Nash following the score by Kevin Garnett. Here's James. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
McGrady outside. Garnett with the screen for McGrady. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McGrady's got 5.
Fiery play by McGrady inside, beating out the defensive coverage that time.
1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Pierce. Pass to LeBron. Stojakovic kicks it over to Nash. Now Camby. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Livingston. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
It's up a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. Clippers trail by 3. It's Pierce on the wing, covered by Johnson. Here's Hamilton. Good, and the assist goes to James. Hamilton's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Los Angeles. Here's Miller. Pass to McGrady. And here is Johnson. Shoots the 3. A shot by McGrady, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's the pass to LeBron. Stoudemire with a screen on McGrady. Stolen by Robinson. Now Miller. Scoreless thus far. There's a screen by Robinson. Johnson against LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Here's Miller. And the rejection by James. And they're pushing it up. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Hustle being rewarded that time for Paul Pierce. Excellent execution on the break.
Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So for the Hawks, Okafor comes in for Quentin Richardson, and it's Livingston in for Miller. The Clippers also changing it up. Divac comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Stojakovic is subbed in for Wade. Robinson finds Okafor. Okafor with the screen on Hamilton. Pass to McGrady. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And McGrady drops them both.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
McGrady against Stojakovic. Hamilton outside. Pass to Divac. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Good luck with that. Divac so tough to deal with in the paint.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Okafor with the screen on Stojakovic. And that one's good. McGrady.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pierce in the high post. He's against Okafor. And Okafor with the block. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Divac. Robinson misses. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hamilton with it. And here's Stojakovic. He has yet to score. Here's for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Beautiful looking shot that time from Pierce. He can beat you from anywhere.
James against Johnson. McGrady outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers leading by 3. Stojakovic the pass to Pierce. That shot off. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to McGrady for the three. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
James with it. Another one falls for the Clippers.
I like the aggressive posture of LeBron James because he knows his team leans on him offensively. They need his scoring.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So for the Hawks, Kevin Garnett. He's checked in for Robinson. Smith comes in for Johnson. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Tracy McGrady. The Clippers also changing it up. Camby comes in for Pierce. And Nash is subbed in for Hamilton. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Livingston finds Miller. The Hawks working the ball around. Livingston passes to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks again can't hit.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Nash dishes to LeBron. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
To the inside. Here's Stojakovic out to the wing. Miller against Camby. In the game. Miller with the ball. Nothing on the board. To the middle. Now here's Garnett over Camby. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at James, what a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Livingston. Pass to Garnett. Over Camby. Garnett with another miss. Clippers leading by 8. James kicks it over to Nash. Back to James. Over Smith. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Nash. James has got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. Garnett with a screen on Nash. Garnett outside. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Free throw, no good for McGrady.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Garnett the pass to Livingston. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Garnett. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Camby's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Stojakovic. Still scoreless. Nash outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Kept it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kevin Garnett.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Clippers leading by 6. Nash outside. Shoots over Livingston. A nice shot by Nash.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Now here's Livingston, defended by Nash. And the basket is good. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
LeBron against Smith, 14 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. McGrady dishes to Livingston. Back to McGrady. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Peja Stojakovic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady. Andre Miller's checked in for the Hawks. He's off on the second. Clippers leading by 5. Stojakovic kicks it over to Nash. LeBron against Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. James. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is how gifted LeBron is. This kid is tough and able to score through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
On the free throw, no good.
So much hype has followed and surrounded LeBron all alone at the stripe. That's when the pressure might affect a player as young as him.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Garnett outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
James kicks it over to Nash. Can be a screen on Miller. Inside. Shots good by Devonts. Devonts has got 5 points so far.
And Nash, really just pure genius in that pick and roll. You give him any kind of space, and he's going to whip the pass right through the teeth of the defense.
Nash against Miller. Garnett outside. knocks down the 3-ball. Garnett's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Some solid passing there. There's a great atmosphere on a team when you're creating opportunities for your teammates.
Here's James. And it's Emeka Okafor with the rebound. Okafor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron with it. Now Garnett defending. Divac kicks it over to Nash. Back to Divac. They double team Divac. There's Nash with the 3. Cans it from downtown. Nash has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Robinson's checked in for Okafor. Richardson comes in for McGrady. Larry Hughes is checked in for Sean Livingston. And Parker's subbed in for Miller. And then for Los Angeles, Stoudemire, he's checked in for Camden. Pierce comes in for Divac. And Richard Hamilton is subbed in for Stojakovic.
And Parker is really homed in on his jumper. I mean, it's made him really hard to guard.
Outside Pierce. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hughes against Hamilton. Pass to Parker. They set the screen. Down low. Here's Robinson. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Stoudemire no good. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Garnett the pass to Parker. Garnett with a screen on Nash. Parker's shot is off. Clippers leading by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
James looking around. Over Richardson. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Clippers ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And here is Los Angeles now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Divac sets a screen. Here's Hamilton. No good from outside. Richardson against Stojakovic. Richardson the pass to Wallace. Here's Parker. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Parker's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Hawks.
Clever finish by Parker, a really smart point guard.
And here is Los Angeles now, leading by 5. Pass to Pierce. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stoudemire with a screen on McGrady. Stojakovic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
What's so impressive about Stojakovic is how lethal a shooter he is, and he's somebody that rarely misses from the charity stripe.
For the Hawks, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Wallace. And it's Johnson in for Parker. Both good from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Richardson. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Hamilton. Inside, here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
It's Pierce on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
McGrady outside. Here's the teardrop. The Clippers grab the miss. It's Pierce with the drive. Shots good by Stojakovic. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. McGrady kicks to Haslett. Johnson outside. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Divac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Pierce with the drive. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up a lane there.
Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Richardson against Stojakovic. Richardson the pass to McGrady. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Vlade Divac.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
And that one falls to Robinson.
Well, you can just tell the guys on his team look up to Robinson out on the floor. I mean, he's got such leadership qualities, and that's exactly what you want from your best player, a guy who can really galvanize the troops because they respect him so much.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Garnett, he's checked in for Haslam. Smith comes in for Johnson. And it's Livingston in for Richardson. Robinson hits them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Los Angeles leading by 9. LeBron outside. Fires for 3. James cooking from deep.
LeBron, so special. Can put points on the board in a hurry.
Timeout, Hawks. And the Hawks making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last timeout. Coach told his guys, lock in. This is it. Leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. 5 to shoot. Livingston dishes to Okafor. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Divac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Stojakovic kicks it over to Nash. Divac sets a screen. Now here's Nash. He's covered by Livingston. Nash's shot is off. Now McGrady. From outside the arc. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And he's in a nice rhythm offensively, filling it up with regularity.
LeBron outside. Fades and shoots. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here is McGrady. Garnett with the screen on Stojakovic. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
LeBron James on the wing. Stojakovic with it. There's Nash with the three. Rebound by the Hawks. Garnett's got 8 rebounds in this game. Smith on the wing. James covering. Okafor in the post. Working on Divac. Here's McGrady. Oh, good on the triple.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to Stojakovic. Now LeBron. He's covered by Livingston. Turnaround Jay. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Hawks over Candy. And Divac pulls it down. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Nash. And the rejection by Smith. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And Clark, here in the early phases of the regular season, for players that are having a tough time and struggling with their shots, what are some of the ways to get back on track?
Usually these cold streaks take care of themselves, but getting somebody to rebound for you and putting up a few extra reps never hurt anybody either.
McGrady, rebounded by the Bucks. Outside Arenas. Pass to Terry. It's stolen by McGrady. And here's Livingston. Garnett, the screen. Back to McGrady. The three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Arenas goes in. Warning with it. Battier left side. Terry looking over the floor. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Livingston passes to McGrady. Now here's Livingston. Terry covering. Livingston kicks to Okafor. 4 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. There's the drive. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McGrady's got 5 now.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling. You can tell.
Now here's Terry. 8 points his last outing. Lets it fly. And he drops that one in.
And that Terry jumper there, that's the shot capable of doing a lot of damage. On the spot up or the pull up, Terry's got a great eye for that shot.
Livingston with it. Terry covering. Pass to McGrady. Garnett with a screen on Arenas. Here's McGrady. Arenas grabs the miss.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Nowitzki. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Make some noise for your dance team.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Livingston looking for the opening. Pass to Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Arenas dishes to Battier. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Arenas can't hit. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Warriors.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The size and skill McGrady brings to his position, really special. He's somebody you love to see play the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Wang, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And Artest subbed in for Shane Battier. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Arenas, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
First one falls for him.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
And the Hawks making a change here. Miller's checked in. Now here's Livingston. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. The Hawks working the ball around. Miller, the pass to Garnett. Lets a floater go.
Count shot inside.
Bucks trail by 4. Terry kicks to Morning. Outside Artest. Pass to Morning. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Arenas outside. Drills the three-pointer. Arenas has got 5 now.
Sweet jump shot there. He knows how to pick his spots on offense.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Jazz.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2, Kevin Garnett.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Robinson's checked in for Okafor. Johnson comes in for Smith. And Quentin Richardson has subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Artest. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Artest making his case inside.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Now here's Richardson. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Red. It's a floater, and it's blocked. Wang the pass to Artest. And there's Terry. There's a screen. Here's the 3. The rebound by Garnett.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Miller outside. Johnson sets the screen for Miller. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Now, Miller's a very physical guard. He does not mind at all having to work through some contact.
Terry with it. Outside for Artest. And it's all evened up. Artest's got 5. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Fred misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wallace kicks to McGrady. And they'll get another chance. Back to Parker. Over Wang. The Hawks again can't hit. And the Bucks with possession. Pass to Francis. Here's Red. Fires from deep. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Wallace kicks to McGrady. For 3. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Timeout called the Bucks. For the Hawks, Richardson comes in for Gerald Wallace. And Miller's subbed in for Tony Parker. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Shane Battier is checked in for Michael Redd. And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Nowitzki with the screen on Miller. Here's Francis. From outside, off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Miller. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside Artest. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Wang. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks leading by 3. Richardson kicks to Miller. Stolen by Artest. An easy 2 points on the layup. Artest's got 7. Here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They set the pick to the middle. Kicks it out to Richardson. That's tipped.
A really smart defender. Battier positions himself really good there for the block.
On that to Okafor. He's checked in for the Hawks. Livingston comes in for Andre Miller. And the Bucks making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Livingston. Drops one in from the wing. Livingston's got his first basket of the night.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Richardson against Battier. Nowitzki outside. Good on the triple. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And, you know, we know Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
Now, here's Livingston. The high post shot. Nowitzki with the steal. And now the fast break. Nowitzki with the ball. Battier, the pass to Nowitzki. The wide open look here for Terry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to McGrady. Okafor with the screen on Artest. Going inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Shot by McGrady. Milwaukee with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Knocked loose and stolen by Richardson. Pass to Livingston. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Timeout Hawks.
For the Hawks, Garnett, he's checked in for Robinson. Smith comes in for Richardson. And Larry Hughes is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. The Bucks also changing it up. Red comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Artest. Garnett against Battier. Shot clock at 5. Okafor kicks to Livingston. Over Terry. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Livingston.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Milwaukee has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Arenas. It's right outside. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And here's Livingston. Here's Garnett. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Milwaukee has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Livingston. Terry covering. Low block shot on the way. Rebounded by the Bucks. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Battier kicks it over to Arenas. There's the triple. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Both teams will make substitutions. 16 seconds left in the first half. Terry against Parker. Garnett outside. Smith finds Livingston. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Livingston's got 6 points in the quarter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Terry with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. And Okafor with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Warning a screen on McGrady. Arenas, good.
Hey, there's one thing we know about Gilbert Arenas now. There's not a shot that he won't take. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
And here's Livingston. Pass to Garnett. Now Livingston. Back to Garnett. 5 on the clock. Over Mourning. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. Battier kicks it over to Arenas. The rebound by Garnett. Arenas has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Livingston. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
Here, I got a question for you. How do you guard Garnett in the pick and roll? He can drive, he can spot up, he can make the extra pass. Basically, KG can do just about anything in this set.
Here's Nowitzki following the bucket by the Hawks. Arenas kicks to Battier. No good on the 3. The Hawks shooting 43% for the game. Here's Livingston. 6 points for him. Garnett, right side. Over Nowitzki, and Garnett misses. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Terry, the pass to Nowitzki. Outside, Arenas. Back to Nowitzki. A 3-ball. And the Bucks miss again.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's Livingston. Here's McGrady. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Nowitzki bounce pass. Now here's Terry. 5 points in the game. Back to Nowitzki. Trying to find Battier. He's got it now. Nowitzki drives in, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Nowitzki's got 5.
You know, the defense tries to get in Dirk's way there, but he just powers right through them on the drive.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And the Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to McGrady. Now Livingston. Terry covering. Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Livingston. The Hawks again can't hit. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside Arenas. Here's Mourning. Defended by Garnett. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Livingston with it. He's got 6. Garnett with the screen for McGrady. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Mourning can't make it work.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Johnson, the pass to Garnett. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Garnett's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Pass to Mourning. Nowitzki outside. Left side, Terry. Launches it. Nowitzki's shot's good. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And you got to run Dirk off the three-point line if you're the defense, especially from those corners.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Livingston. Yes! And the foul. That's on Jason Terry.
And they'll take that all day. That's a high percentage look.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
.105 left in the third. Arenas against Miller. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. They get it back. 3-pointer. And Artest with the basket on the assist by Arenas. Artest's got 10.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Livingston. Miller surveying the floor. Garnett the pass to Miller. Robinson a screen on Arenas. Clock at 4. Here's Garnett. Milwaukee with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Arenas. 8 points for him. Nowitzki with the screen on Miller. Nowitzki outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Miller kicks to Richardson. In the corner, it's Robinson. Miller outside. Robinson down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Milwaukee leading by 3. Outside Artest. On the wing, Jason Terry. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 7 points for Jason Terry. Pass to Richardson. Robinson a screen on Red. For three, Richardson drills it from outside.
And Quentin Richardson is a long-distance specialist. I mean, he makes it rain from deep. Can't give him any space.
Here's Wang. Back to our test. On the wing, Terry. Covered by Miller. Pulls it from 20. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Terry's got 4 points this quarter. Timeout. Hawks. For the Hawks, Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for Richardson, and it's Livingston in for Andre Miller. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last time out. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Livingston dishes to Robinson. And it's off from three-point range. Robinson against our test. Pass to Wang. Now here's Terry from past the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Defenders have to be alert to what Terry's able to do because he's quick at pulling the trigger on the catch.
McGrady kicks to Johnson. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Right side Robinson. Battier with the steal. And here we go. Red heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
Really good unselfish pass by Battier. He knew that was the better shot for his teammate.
And the Hawks with possession here. Pass to McGrady. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson with a screen on our test. Here's McGrady. Shot to stop the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
McGrady, 2 shots.
And that one misses for the Hawks. Emeka Okafor. He's checked in for Muhammad. Garnett comes in for Robinson. And Smith subbed in for Johnson. The Bucks also changing it up. Morning's checked in for Wang. Nowitzki comes in for Michael Red. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for our tests. And the second free throw, good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Arenas kicks to Terry. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Pass to McGrady. Garnett with a screen on Arenas. Here's McGrady. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
When it comes to Battier, he is a tough and proven perimeter defender. And also, pretty good scorer, too.
Taking 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
You know, you make your free throws, and I think it helps your rhythm, too.
Pass to Livingston. McGrady with the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks leading by 10. Outside Arenas. Mourning against Okafor. Mourning inside, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Emeka Okafor.
And the big fella Mourning using that massive size to draw contact inside.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
And both free throws good for Mourning.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Timeout, Hawks.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McGrady outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Nowitzki against Garnett. Left side Arenas. Pocket 6. Nowitzki for 3. That's it, coming off an assist from Arenas.
Solid look from Dirk. The way he stretches the floor really opens things up for their offense.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Now Livingston. Pass to Garnett. Back to McGrady. And the layup's good off the glass.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Nowitzki for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Nowitzki's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Bucks.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Milwaukee.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Nowitzki.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Smith following the score by Kevin Garnett. To the inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Terry kicks it over to Arenas. Back to Terry. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Here's Mourning. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's on Emeka Okafor.
Using his size to get defenses to foul him. The big man, Alonzo Mourning, doing good work there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good for Mourning. And both free throws good for Mourning. Here's Parker. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Haslam. It's Richardson on the wing. Now Haslam. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Parker's shot is off. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.